Hey, Texan Rockers.
Texan Rockers, how are ya?
I'm Mark, and this is Eric.
I'm Eric. He's
and
Mark.
Welcome to
A moment of virtue.
Yeah. Today's really fun, Eric. We're going to talk about a philosopher that actually has the polar opposite worldview of like us.
You kidding me?
We very much believe there's a God, and we can love him, and because of him, love people.
Yeah.
Diogenes the Dog is famous for thinking, if there are gods, they don't really care about us. And secondly, we're just another animal, so we should live accordingly. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those times where you realize you can learn from someone that has polar opposite views than you. You can actually learn from someone who doesn't think about the world the way you are.
All right.
And one of the things I've learned from Diogenes the Dog, or Diogenes of Sinope, he's from Sinope, is a path of simplicity, and that you have everything you need already. Right? For Diogenes the Dog, humans actually were given an easy life from the gods, and the problem is we don't remember it anymore.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the gods to him, right?
Yeah,
like, basically, life's not hard, we've just forgotten that, because all we really need is food, water, and shelter, and we're good, right?
That's it.
So one time, Diogenes the Dog felt so strongly that there were no humans anymore that realized how easy life could be, that he wandered the streets in broad daylight with a lantern, shouting, "I'm looking for a human," or "I'm looking for a man." And the idea is you can't find one anymore, right?
Right.
Okay, so here's my favorite quote from Diogenes the Dog.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so one time Diogenes the Dog was sunning himself on the beach, and Alexander the Great, right, the conqueror of the world, he owns everything, stood over Diogenes and said to him, "Ask of me whatever you wish." Okay? Alexander the Great actually, Socrates taught Plato, and Plato taught Alexander the Great, right?
Yeah.
Hoping that he would be the first philosopher king, but it didn't pan out. Anyways, he stood over Diogenes and said, "I'll give you anything you want." And Diogenes looked up at him and said, "Leave me to my sun. The point is, you're standing in the sun I was enjoying, and I'd like you to get out of the way," right? I have everything I need, right?
Yeah, right.
So Diogenes the Dog, I think we learned two things. One, life's not that hard. You need very little to be content. But then secondly, he's totally unimpressed with the man who had captivated the entire world.
Right.
It's like celebrity doesn't matter to Diogenes the Dog. If we had a landing point for this little story, I'd say one, celebrity is a social construct that only helps if celebrities have virtue.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So wouldn't you say whether it's an athlete or a musician, like a rock star, or a politician, it actually doesn't matter that they're famous. What matters is whether they leverage that fame for things that matter.
For things that are good.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So then, secondly, shouldn't we just judge them like we would judge anyone else?
Yes.
Right?
I think so.
Like, whether or not someone's a good friend or a good relative depends on whether or not they're loyal and trustworthy and kind and do justice by other people. And we should hold celebrities to the same standard.
Exactly.
I think Diogenes looked at the man, bringing violence to the whole world, and didn't really have the time of day for him because he didn't think he was a good person or a wise person.
Right.
So he said, "Just get out of my sun. That's what I want from you." Right?
That's what I want from you.
How many politicians right now do we think, "Hey, could you just get out of my sun?"
That's right.
Oh my gosh. And I would say, lastly, in a world that seeks approval and wants to be known by lots of people, Socrates, famous, told his student Crito visited him on the night before Socrates had to drink hemlock and die. And Crito was trying to say, just recant, say whatever they want you to say so that you don't have to die. And Socrates says, well, it's much more important to me to have the approval of one good man than it is to have the approval of all the people that are putting me to the test, right?
Yeah.
And what he meant was, it's important for me as your teacher that I have virtue, and that you, a good man, see me with virtue than it is for me to give them what they want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
So if we focus on our own development and contentment and virtue and character, I mean, all of a sudden you might find yourself surrounded with the kind of people you want to be around. Right?
Yeah.
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 All right, Texan Rockers, this has been a moment of virtue.
That's it already?
Yeah, with Diogenes the Dog.
All right.
All right, we'll see you next time.